Yo, what up guys, we are back with another video and an important topic that I think we need to discuss here on this channel, and that is WWE over pushing Rhea bloody Ripley. I do think it's gone too far now. I do think it's gone way too far because we have just seen way too much of Rhea Ripley over the past 2 or 3 years. And yes, she is one of the best female wrestlers we have on the roster, 100%. No one can deny that. But it gets to a point where you're like, okay, we've had enough of you. We've had our fair share of you. And even when she was injured, she was still talked about constantly by Liv Morgan. So it's like we haven't really had a little bit of a break from Rhea Ripley. And every time or every story involving the world title has involved Rhea Ripley for about 2 years now. I think that is way, way too much. I think we have to somehow veer away from that, but I'm not sure how WWE do that, because she's involved in this Liv story. I feel like they're going to try and take this Liv story to WrestleMania, and if they do, oh my gosh. That's too far, guys, right? That's way too far. Like, all the way till WrestleMania just seems absolutely ridiculous at this point. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But like, if we look at Rhea Ripley right now, she made her return on Monday Night Raw, full on undashing with the mask on to protect her broken eye socket. I don't even know if that was kayfabe or not at this point. Anyway, she had a broken eye socket apparently that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley did to her on an NXT show, surprisingly enough. She comes out with an undashing mask. She's revealed as the 5th member of War Games. Why do we need a 5th member? Anyway, we didn't need a 5th member on both sides. It just all feels so forced right now with the women's War Games match. But she's only been out for 2 weeks. Broken eye socket, injured. We think, okay, a little bit of a break. This is how they prolong the story till WrestleMania. I understand it. Put her on the shelf. She'll come back closer towards WrestleMania, and that's where we kick it off again. And in the meantime, Liv Morgan can actually wrestle other people, like Io Sky, who earned her title shot, which I don't even know if that's gonna amount to anything at this point. But after 2 weeks, she made her return. 2 weeks. That's all she needed. With a broken eye socket. What does she do as her first thing after coming back after having a broken eye socket and being gone for 2 weeks? A headbutt. A headbutt. Throw a punch. Sell your broken face a little bit. Yes, you've got that mask, but we all know that mask is not meant to actually be used as a weapon. I know they have done it in the past, stupidly so, but it's protect your face, not for you to use your face. That's quite, yeah. Really, really, really silly stuff. And it just adds to the frustration of Rhea Ripley. Those little things are just adding to the frustration of Rhea Ripley right now. And it's all just becoming so predictable between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Like, the moment a 5th member was announced and the moment Liv Morgan is busy. So I know there were spoilers, but forget about the spoilers. The moment Liv Morgan is saying, oh, we have 5 and you guys have 4, so the math is not mathing, then obviously you hear, this is my brutality, or whatever her theme song is, and out comes Rhea Ripley. Predictable, so predictable. We all know Rhea Ripley is going to come back at some point. I was just hoping that they would keep her out. As soon as they added Io Sky into the mix, and I just knew, and as soon as they added Candice LeRae into the mix on SmackDown, it was obvious. It was so damn obvious. And this whole War Games match just feels forced, and this is not really a Rhea Ripley problem. This is more WWE problem. I don't think there was grounds for a women's War Games match this year. I don't think there was grounds at all. I would have rather seen, as much as I'm not enjoying it that much, I would have rather seen something with the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament, or something between the LWO and the Creed brothers and them, or something with a little bit, something that actually these guys are a team, you know, something that actually shows that these guys are together. Now we've just put a makeshift thing. Candice LeRae is in the Io Sky is with the Bianca Belair accepts Io Sky, but she didn't accept Bayley and still doesn't accept Bayley, even though Io Sky and Bayley did things together against Bianca Belair. It's just all a bit confusing and forced, and Rhea Ripley's addition to that feels forced as well. I do think Team Liv and Nia Jax should win, and Liv should pin Rhea. Liv should pin Rhea, because you got a team with 2 of your world champions against another team. Your world champions cannot lose. They can. I don't care if Candice LeRae is there to take the pin. I don't care if Naomi is there to take the pin. I want to see something between Liv and Rhea that gives Liv more momentum, so that it doesn't just feel like Rhea's going to just dominate her in the end. Because that feels like we're just gearing towards Rhea just absolutely dominating Liv Morgan at some point. Liv Morgan's won a couple times, and it's going to end with Rhea Ripley becoming world champion, and we continue where we left off with Rhea. Which, if I'm being honest, that initial run was underwhelming at times as well. It felt like the Judgment Day show rather than the Rhea Ripley show. Her matches didn't live up to expectation during that time. She had a few great moments in matches, but matches as a whole, I don't remember too many. Her last great match for me was against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 38. Now that may be a stretch, but that was her last great match for me. She had a whole title reign in between that time. So like, what's happening here, guys? What's happening? I really like Rhea Ripley. I think she's one of the best. I think she's the best seller in the women's division. Her bumps and her sells are fantastic, but she's too dominant. People like her, and you can't turn her heel because everyone just likes her. Which, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I just think I think they're struggling with Rhea Ripley. I know the fans pop every time, but I do think over time that's going to keep fading. I don't know what you guys think about that. But that's just how I feel about this whole situation. So yeah, you guys tell me. Is Rhea Ripley overpushed? Is she getting the John Cena treatment, as in constantly being shoved down our faces? I love John Cena. I never hated John Cena, but still. Is she in her right position? Do you guys feel that what they are doing right now is the right thing for her? And how do you guys feel about the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley feud as a whole? Because me personally, like I've said already, I've had enough. It's going to be another case of Liv Morgan having a title reign that amounts to nothing. Yes, there was great moments. There was exciting moments. It was interesting at the start, but it tapered off because all we got was Rhea Ripley, and we got nobody else. She might have had a match in between there, but wasn't anything important? No. This Io Sky stuff. Have they done anything important? No. They haven't done anything. It's like, when is this match happening? Do you guys know when this match is happening? Io Sky and Liv Morgan. I have no idea when it's happening. No idea. Maybe they said it and I just completely misheard or didn't listen, because sometimes Joe Tessitore or whatever his name is, sometimes I don't hear him because sometimes it's a bit bland. But that's another topic for another day that I might do. You guys let me know if you want to hear that opinion. I just think overall, let's move on. Let's move on from Rhea Ripley for a bit. Let's have Liv Morgan move on from Rhea Ripley for a bit. And let's have some real wrestling storylines for a change. You know, not this continuous ongoing stuff. Not every storyline needs to be 8 months. Not every storyline is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Not every storyline is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Some stories can be a month or two and you move on. Not everything has to go to WrestleMania. Not everything. We can have big matches on B pay-per-views. We can have big matches at Survivor Series. We can have big matches at Royal Rumble. Let's do that, please. So, with that being said, if you guys are still watching at this point and haven't gotten tired of my voice, please hit that like and subscribe button. I will appreciate it so much. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.